If you mean my desire to win, maybe I get too fixated, but I wouldn't go as far to call it a mental health issue.
Call it what you like, but know that I think you're in a much healthier place now. You and the rest of your team. Think about it. You're all here pulling for a common cause, but also relaxing and enjoying time spent with friends. You're in a better place. And trust me, so are they.
That's what I've been trying to say to my angel arts.
In fact, I'd say the real victory was
the friends we've made along the way. Please don't say the friends we made along the way.
no matter what label you give it, the fact that you've all bonded over your woes and joys, your troubles and triumphs, it says a lot, you know?
Yeah, all the friends. Even like Ben and Matt and Punchy78. Like for sure. Even Gian. I guess. It hasn't been that long, but I already feel close to everyone in Magnificent Seven.
Anyone in particular strike your fancy?
Iris, are you like super blind and super like, you know. Everybody knows. What fancy and how is it being struck?
Don't forget, when we first started on this path together, I said that you might even find romance.
I've been trying. I've been throwing myself at him. He hasn't flirted back, really.
They're your friends, yes, but they love and care about you, even if some wouldn't use those exact words. For some, perhaps that goes a little further than you might think.
I'm holding out for Locksley. He's not... Again, Hunter's the one who's actually been making all the moves. Locksley's just been biding his time, I guess.
I don't deny you were interested in finding someone to love from the start. You told me as much, remember? Now, don't feel obliged to make a move yet. I'm still calculating your relationship data and emotional analytics. I can advise you as to the right time.
No, I can tell you right up front. Like, set up a date with me and Locksley now.
Just something to think about, okay?
I don't need to think about it. I want to do it. You know, there is someone who makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I haven't really put serious thought into it yet, but okay, I'll consider it. I'm not sure, Iris. I think by this point I'm okay with just being friends with everyone. There is someone who makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. It's funny you should bring this up, actually. Now that I think about it, there is someone who I'd love to spend more time with. Oh, who? You have to ask? You're the emotional interpreter. Surely you can figure it out. Aw, but I wanted spoilers. Come on, please. It's not a spoiler. You already know. Grace is so wonderful. Domino has a good heart. Zapper is excitement incarnate. Locksley is loyal and compassionate. Jinx is quiet and intense. Rhapsody is so strong and passionate. Nope, no spoilers, sorry. Again, I can't say anything about Hunter. Locksley's loyal and compassionate. I feel like Locksley would be a wonderful companion. Loyal and kind and always there for me. I want to be there for him too. He's a keeper, to be sure. Thanks, I'll do everything I can to help you in your love life. Just say the word. I'm saying the word right now. I'm saying multiple words. Anyway, you've got the rest of the afternoon to spend with your friends. How about I open you up your map and point out where they are now? Sure, show me what you got. Now performing location search. Beep beep ding, here you are. Locksley's nowhere to be found, but Hunter's here. Alright, I need to talk to Hunter now. We need to chat. Why is Hunter at the Palace booth? I figured he would be around at Max since P2W are participating in the tournament and stole our sponsor, but at the Palace? Shouldn't he be with his team? As if reading my thoughts, Iris chimes in. The main match has just concluded and now they're setting up for finals. P2W easily got through the ranks. Thanks for that, Iris. Finals don't start for another few hours, so Hunter's probably enjoying Max. Just like you. I should go make sure that what's really going on and that Hunter isn't causing anyone any trouble. Iris and I continue our conversations as we walk through the show floor. Hunter's a nice guy, though. I would think he wouldn't be causing trouble. The Palace. Didn't their CEO flee the country after, being outed for fraud and crimes and stuff? You mean Deco Nami? No one knows where he is or what happened to him. The corporation that Deco left behind rebranded from Deco's Palace to merely the Palace. Sadly, they're still going strong and making life more difficult for smaller arcades. I sigh as I approach the overtly bright, overly flashy booth. Compared to others, this one is thrice its size. It's huge. The Palace spares no expense at Max. It's a maze of ticket games, prize booths, and even more traditional arcade cabinets. They even have an FOD2 cab. And that's exactly where I see Hunter. Hunter is playing alone and, by the looks of it, not having a great time. He appears to be haphazardly going through the motions of the game. Not really paying attention to the game itself or his surroundings. So I take this opportunity to saddle up next to him and press the second player button. The words, "A new teammate has joined," burst onto the screen, and we're brought back to this character select. Huh? It looked like you could use a partner. Huh, ain't that the truth? Playing by myself is not as exciting as you'd think. But what are you doing here? I thought you and Magnificent Seven got booted from the tournament, no thanks to us. I thought you'd be on your way home by now. Nah, no point in sulking at home when there's so much of Max to see and experience. Isn't that what you're doing? Enjoying what the palace has to offer? Hunter mumbles something incomprehensible, making eye contact with me, and continues to sluggishly push buttons. Something's definitely up with him. Where's that playful spirit I enjoy so much? Before joining P2W, Hunter was all smiles and jokes when we're together, but it feels like ever since that team recruited him, his shining personality's been subdued. Everything okay? You're not acting normal. Why are you even at the palace? Everything okay? It pains me to see Hunter so downtrodden. I can't help but wonder what's going on with him. Hey, Hunter, is everything okay with you? You don't seem like you're having a good time here at the palace. You can talk to me about it if you like. A sad smile spreads on his lips. I'm fine. Obviously, he's not fine. He's on the verge of tears. The pain in his eyes is clear as the night sky. Can I give this boy a hug, please? Regardless of that, he keeps playing, pushing the buttons mindlessly, forcing himself to continue the game. Placing a comforting hand on his forearm, I smile kindly at him. Hunter, what are you doing to yourself? What do you think I'm doing? I'm training up for the finals. You can do that anywhere. You can do that anywhere, especially at Max. I passed like 4 separate FOD cabinets walking over here. There's a specific reason why you're here. Hunter sighs heavily, no longer holding anything back from me. I've always trained at the palace. It's got the toughest competitors. Not in the sense of the most skilled or talented, of course. I can just look to my team for that. The palace brings forth the worst, most vitriolic people in the community. Heck, they openly support it and even sponsor known bigots. Being great in competitive games isn't just about being good at a game, it's about withstanding the abuse. I come to the palace because without fail, they will always fling the vilest words. I just step up to my spot and the berating starts. And I actually kind of find that pretty admirable. I wish that effer, a-hole, and untalented hack were the worst of it, but it's not. That's awful, Hunter. Why put yourself through that? I have to. You probably don't even hear it when you're up on stage. People adore you and your team. You've had nothing but good press. While my team gets booed. They taunt me. They call for my death. They don't see me. They don't see that I'm not like the rest of them. In this game, you have to be strong. You have to block all that out. You can't falter. If you let your mind wander to those insults, you can't focus on the game. You can't focus on your plays. This is a really great insight. I'm so glad that we are able to have this friendship with Hunter, because it's really cool to be able to get this perspective from him as a P2W player. You have to prove yourself and to everyone around you that you're effing good. Hunter looks down at his shaking hands, breaking eye contact with me. So I come here to the palace. If I've already experienced all that and worse, then when it comes time for me to perform in matches that matter, I'm already numb to it all. I'm at a loss for words. Nothing I could say feels appropriate, so I let him continue. It's draining, you know? To be constantly berated and yelled at, to be called offensive names, told that you're nothing. Can I just hug him, please? Hunter sniffles, bringing his hand to wipe the corner of his eye. You build up this thick skin and you wear it so proudly like some shining armor, but deep down, little by little, it whittles at your core. It's heartbreaking. I let the silence remain, each lost in her own thoughts. Can I seriously hug this boy? It's only the flashing game over screen that brings us back. So, Angel Arts, don't think trash talking me will get under my skin. It just won't work. Well, maybe if I give you a big hug and a kiss on the cheek, that might, melt you down and mess you up. Hunter has newly restored energy, seemingly back to his old attitude, smiling and laughing. Maybe our little chat helped get some things off his chest, but his words don't fully convince me. Come on, I dare you to say your worst to me during finals. Double dare you. See if you can break me. I would never break you, Hunter. No way, I'll be cheering you on. I'm not sure I'll be watching finals. I'll do my best to make it. No way, I'll be cheering you on. Psh, does Hunter really expect me to trash talk him after all we've been through together? I don't think so. If I can be there in the crowd for your final match, I'm absolutely going to be cheering you on. I'll be the loudest voice you hear, I promise. That's not necessary. Listen, Angel Arts, I should really get back to my teammates before they start to think I'm ghosting them for finals. I'll catch you later. Hunter takes a few quick steps away from the cabinet, only to pause for a stride. He looks back to me. And Angel Arts, thanks. I really love our friendship with our rival. I love our friendship. I can't say I'm not worried about Hunter. That was certainly a heavy conversation we just had. And I'm not sure if that made my relationship with Hunter better or worse. But what I do know is that I need to go do something else. I just need a moment to decompress from all of this. I really enjoyed that scene. That was really cool. Let's go. Grace is happily playing every indie game she can find. If there's one place I'm definitely going to find Grace, it's the indie section. Indie Max, previously known as IMAX before they got sued, occupies a large section of the show floor. I think they made that joke in the first game as well. Not as flashy as the Palace, not as popular, but visually quite distinct. I spot Grace playing some currently untitled goose game, navigating an irritating waterfowl around with a joystick. So, is this game for the birds? Huh? It's a pun, because birds. In a game. Oh, I see, that's very clever. But hey, check this out. After her game ends, Grace steps away, and the arcade doesn't simply go into its looping demonstration mode. Instead, a menu pops open with a dozen different indie arcade titles on offer, each playable for a mere quarter. Even the marquee art across the top shifts and blurs. It's not a painted backlit sign, it's an animated LCD screen which changes based on the game being played. Nice, huh? It's called an indie cab. It's a multi-game that even changes the cabinet's art based on what you're playing. That's really cool. If you roll one of these out at an arcade and buy up a bunch of indie games for it, you can play anything you like. So, multicades aren't anything new? Domino plays one all the time, and Jinx hacked her fast cars 7 to be a racing multicade. Right, but those are hacks. This one's a platform. Games are distributed digitally and legally. The whole thing is powered by a generic PC inside the cabinet. The indie devs get paid for their hard work, and don't even have to manufacture a bunch of expensive one-off single game cabinets to get their game out there.
That's wonderful.
IndieCab is really going to revolutionize indie arcade games. No more limited edition runs of games because they can't afford to make a bunch of copies. You could replace an entire arcade with one single machine. Sweet. How indie are we talking? Like every game is a metaphor for depression level of indie? Do you think your RPG would be a good fit for one of these? Wanderlost Trail, the arcade game? Do you think your RPG could work on one of these? I know you made it for handheld game consoles, but could be a good way to get it out there in front of people, yeah? And instantly, Grace's excitable cheer falls flat. I guess, maybe, when it's finished, maybe. Something wrong? Well, I haven't really been working on the Wanderlost Trail lately. I didn't even bring my game with me to the expo floor to show it off to anyone. Why? You're proud of your work, right? Absolutely. Even if, there's a bit of an ongoing problem with it. I've kind of been developing my game for the last 5 years. Not including restarting from scratch twice. And I'm not sure when or if I'll ever be done. Ah, so it's in development heck, as it were. It's more that I can't settle on one approach. Is it a hopeful game about fighting for the future? A peaceful game about a quiet life? Just a nostalgic RPG throwback? I don't know. Maybe it's for the best I'm way more focused on the Fist of Discomfort 2 right now. It's not like Wanderlost Trails was going anywhere. Instinctively, I find myself nodding in agreement. We're on a roll with Pro Tour victories, and being a winner takes plenty of hard work. But that instinct gets yanked back hard on seeing how conflicted Grace seems to be. Grace, I don't want you to feel like my dreams of glory are more important than your dreams as a game designer. No, it's not that. It's just, I guess, I'm worried I'm turning to some aimless auteur, endlessly tinkering away on a going-nowhere project. I wanted Wanderlost Trails to be something special, something of meaning and worth, which can help light the path for others. Maybe I'm not decisive enough, not strong enough to really create something with that kind of weight. I don't know. Without a clear direction, I'm too creatively blocked right now to proceed. But that leaves me more time to practice my FOD2 skills, right? Which helps my friends. I like supporting my friends. So, that's good, right? Artists still need downtime. Playing FOD2 during the Pro Tour could help you refresh. Maybe we could collaborate and brainstorm, might break your creative block. What if we schedule your time to allow for less training and more game development? Maybe we could collaborate and brainstorm. Might break your creative block. Maybe the problem is working in a vacuum, you know? The risk of being a single vision auteur is having nobody to collaborate with. I'd be happy to volunteer my services as a creative sounding board, and don't feel obliged to run with my weird ideas. Just talking through your problems could help. I already talked with Jinx about my game, but I guess more couldn't hurt. I appreciate the offer, Angel Arts, and when the time's right, I might take you up on it. But for now, I think focusing away from my game dev would be good. I have been getting some interesting ideas after seeing these great indies at Max. I'll want to write some down for when I'm ready to get back to work. See? Ideas come from anywhere. I'm sure you'll get past your creative block eventually. Right, it'll be fine in the long run. I just need to accept things are they're a bit much right now, and that's okay. For now, let's focus on FOD2. I know we got booted out of today's tournament, but there are plenty more tournaments to come, more qualification points to earn. I'm ready, willing, and able to fight for my friends. You can count on me. Never had a doubt about that. You value your friends dearly. Okay, I should finish checking out all these cool indies before the show floor closes.
Thanks a bunch.
Thanks for your words of encouragement, Angel Arts. You're the best. Always nice to help cheer up someone deserving of cheer. Okay, I'm freshly invigorated. Whom do I want to talk to next? I've been talking to Domino a lot. So I'm going to talk to Jinx and Zapper. Because I don't really talk to Jinx or Zapper at all either. Hello, can you hear me? Your voice went all robot-y for a second. It's like there's more radio signals in this building than actual oxygen. I said that if you get me see if you can... a what? Repeat that last bit? Click.
Are you kidding me?
I swear to God, I'm spiking this phone straight to the floor if I get one more dropped call. How long were you standing there? Long enough to wonder if you're gonna straight up smash your phone or not. I phoned up Jinx earlier today. You get a better signal outside the building. What? And expose myself to the concentrated carbon emissions of a dozen food trucks? Heck no.
Well, this sucks.
This monkey wrenches my plans. I mean, I could improvise, but I'm just not sure what to do for Jinx. Clarification, please? I'm trying to get a little gift for everyone in the team. Something personal, you know? Something I know they'll like. Well, there's a soundtrack thing we were talking about. I got Domino a little vinyl pop figure of a sad anime boy. Locksley got a foam pixel sword. That's cute. I found a really good broadcast set for Rhapsody on discount. I found a pretty sweet Euro board game for Grace. Like one of those ones where you place workers and trade wheat for sheep. Oh, nice. Where you place workers and trade wheat for sheep. Yeah. That's Settlers of Catan. I love that one. But I'm not sure what to get for Jinx. I have a hard time reading her, you know? She's normally so quiet. She wants the soundtrack. Okay, let's work through this. What are your options? I've got 3. There's a plastic steering wheel controller for Grace's retro consoles, a used copy of the Fast Cars 6 soundtrack on vinyl. That's the one I know she wants. And I don't know, like a Max hoodie. But she doesn't really wear hoodies. The controller's kind of junky, and it's her Fast Cars 6. I heard the guy who made it, did inappropriate things with the Badger or something. I didn't know about that. Help me out here, okay? What do you think she'd like the most? I talked to Jinx earlier, and she really wants that Fast Cars 6 record. Toy steering wheels can be plenty of fun. I'd say that's the pick. She may dress sharp, but she likes to keep things cozy. I say the hoodie. I talked to Jinx earlier, and she really wants that Fast Cars 6 record. Actually, when I was talking to Jinx earlier, she mentioned she wanted the soundtrack, even if the game shunned, the music isn't. I'd say you should get that for her as a gift. She'd love it. Heck yeah! Always nice to get something I know a person really wants. Let's buy it. With gift selection made, we step in line to very gradually approach the makeshift booth's cash register. Given the amount of people in line ahead of us, clutching soon-to-be-purchased nerd totems, it's going to take a while. Hey, wait, you mentioned gifts for everyone except me. I wouldn't say that. That's kind of presumptuous of you, Angel Arts. Oh, right. And she pulls a small plush FOD2 dolly from her backpack and presses it into my hands. Here you go. You're a Tomikaze main, yeah? Stick this next to your pillow so you can get cozy up on generic every protagonist tonight. I would rather, snuggle up to Mr. Locksley tonight, but this is fine too. As for me, tonight I've got plans. Plans? What matter of plans, may I ask? Duh, it's Max. This is the party capital of the nerd world. Game publisher parties with game-themed cocktails, room parties which result in furniture tossed out in the window into the pool, or even just hanging out in the hotel bar. Man, if you can't have fun at Max, you're not even trying. Or possibly dead. I thought this was an industry trade event, not a party. I mean, I haven't seen any partying yet. You've been sticking to the expo floor. You gotta know people who can get you into the good stuff, and that only happens off-site and at night. Concerts by gamer-themed bands, augmented reality mobile game pub crawls to catch pocket monsters. Nice. Pokemon Go. All sorts of great stuff is out there.
Sauce.
Max is just the starting point, the rally marker everybody flocks around. The real hotness is the community around Max, and they know how to partay. If you want to be a normie shut in and just stay at the hotel all night, getting a healthy sleep, that's your biz, but I'm planning to hit the town. Unless you want to tag along? You had me at par. The Tay is merely a bonus. I'm in. I don't party very hard, but if you need a designated driver, I'll come along. I'll pass, thanks. I may need to be working the sponsor situation tonight. No! Socialize! I like parties. I've been to conventions, and the parties are definitely worth going to, in my opinion. You had me at par. The Tay is merely a bonus. I'm in. You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. I would very much like to par, especially with heavy amounts of Tay.
Aw, yeah.
Partay it is. Let's burn this town down to the foundations with our sheer awesomeness. This is cool, because I think of all of the characters, Zapper's was the one that I had the least score on, but I don't dislike Zapper. She's fine. I just like all the other characters a bit more. So I'm glad that we're actually hanging out with her now. You won't regret this, Angel Arts. Well, okay, maybe you'll regret it, but you'll at least have fun doing things you deeply regret the next day. Yeah, I'm not doing any heavy drinking though. So what do you have planned for us? Gonna start out at an Atari promo event, Bite Tame, but hey, you got ramped into these things. Next, I got an invite from an old rival of mine to join a pub crawl. I figure we'd do that until we can't walk straight, then join a hotel room party. Which room party exactly? We'll figure out that part out when we get to it. But all of that can wait. Still a few more hours of Max left before we close out the day, right? I'm gonna wrap up my shopping, dump all my stuff back at the hotel, get some dinner, and then lock and load for party times. Meet you back when the expo hall closes so we can commence the fun? You got it. Kike. Nice. Cool. I'm glad I'm not just, I'm actually taking advantage of the Max. Slinging our bag of swag over one shoulder, Zapper turns heel and marches back into the fray of Max. Hopefully we'll both survive tonight's festivities. Now where to next? As I explore around Max, going up and down the aisles and taking it all in, I see something flicker in the corner of my eye. A shadowy vision that makes my heart stop beating briefly. Is that the creepy secret agent type person from Hamza's tournament? What the heck is she doing just wandering around Max? Not only that, but clearly scanning the crowd looking for something or someone. If Locksley's right and she's one of the dangerous groups seeking out Polybius hardware, getting spotted by her would be a bad thing. I do my best to blend into the crowd to avoid drawing her attention. No need to cause problems for myself or Locksley. Fortunately, hiding in a crowd the size of Max is easily done. I keep my back turned as she walks past, busying myself with watching a game trailer on a nearby monitor. Countdown from 10 backwards. Calm yourself. Breathe. Okay. Unjust universe. I don't have time to deal with creepy conspiracy theories and mysterious women in black. I've got an esports team to run. In fact, I could be checking in with Locksley and Rhapsody about their sponsor solution. If we're going to recover from this nosedive and start winning again, we need to... Archangel. Or should I refer to you as Angel Arts? Play it cool, play it cool, play it cool, play it cool. I need you, Locksley. Come rescue me before they kidnap me and throw me into the trunk of a vehicle. Yes, can I help you with something? Play innocent. Sorry, no time to chat, move along. That's me. You want an autograph? You must be confusing me with my cousin, Hark. Be evasive. Which we do look alike and have the same name, the exact same name. You must be confusing me with my cousin, Hark. I'm sorry, you must be confusing me with my identical twin cousin, Hark. Which is very true. Super true. Honest mistake, happens all the time. Excuse me. I would strongly suggest you take in a moment to chat with me, Mr. Angel. I will not take long, I assure you. This is regarding the matter of a certain arcade title you played at a recent tournament. I believe that name was Polybius, yes? No idea what you're talking about. I have little doubt that you are extremely aware of what I'm talking about. Tell me, have you been experiencing any numbness or tingling in your hands? Perhaps moments of disorientation or night terrors? I'm fine, and I still don't know what you're talking about. Interesting. Mr. Angel, contrary to what certain criminal annoyances may or might not have told you, I am not your enemy. My only interest is public safety, keeping dangerous artifacts away from citizens such as yourself. Any information you can offer me would be appreciated. When you're ready to talk, here's my number. She presses a black business card into my tingling hand, embossed on it is simply the number 6. No area code, no exchange, no other digits whatsoever. 6. Your phone number is just 6. How am I supposed to... And she melts back into the crowd, somehow managing to vanish into the throng of gamers despite wearing an outfit that'd make her stand out anywhere other than a funeral. And she departs. I pull out my phone to enter the number into my contacts. Why not? And then I notice the icon for Iris is missing. No, wait, there it is, peeking in from the side, jittering a little before scooting back into place. Iris, something wrong? She was hiding. I was almost hacked just now. When that woman approached you, there was an intrusion into your phone over the Max Cellular Tower. What? Did the cyber police seriously just backhack me or something? The probe's gone now, but it was scanning your phone to see what apps you had installed. I got scared and quickly hid my data before it found anything. I mean, I'm a pirated software service. You could have gotten in trouble. Locksley implied she was part of a dangerous group that's trying to track down Polybius machines. And if your personality system, at some primitive level, are based on Polybius technology, then she was looking for me. Good thing I hid then. We'd better avoid her in the future. That was what I was trying to do. Between Valkyrie trying to destroy our team for our own good, Coda accusing me of ruining his life, and now a creepy agent getting all up in my business, this day is not exactly going according to plan. I'm supposed to be in the semifinals of a tournament by this point. Before anxiety can truly set up shop in my brain and get to work twanging my nerves, my teammates approach, all smiles.
A fine adventure.
Victory for Magnificent 7! We have completed arrangements with our new sponsor. Don't celebrate before we've actually won, Locksley. We aren't quite there yet. There's going to be an interview process. Sort of. Another interview process? Are you being vague on purpose, again? Actually, this time we're being vague under orders. Our sponsor wants to see how you perform with zero preparation. If we spoil what's in store, the deal is off. Seriously? Is it too much to ask that something in my life be straightforward and simple? Yeah, it's a bit unconventional, but I think you'll be pleased with the results. Everything should be ready within an hour, and Rhapsody's ringtone, an upbeat K-pop song, distracts them. 1 minute, Angel Arts, this might be related.
Gotta be kidding.
Hello? This is Rhapsody. Wait, what? Seriously? That's amazing! Okay, bye. Rhapsody puts away their phone, and I look at them expectantly. We have an unanticipated guest at the FOD base. Part 1, what is the FOD base? Instead of having a booth on the main show floor, they've set up camp on the side area for everything and anything related to FOD. They have their own panels, voice actors and devs signing autographs, cosplay contests, photo ops, the whole thing. Part 2, who's the guest? Jason Takeshi. If memory serves me correctly, he's the lead developer on FOD.
I vibe with it.
The very same, the one who was the brains behind our favorite game. It'd be an honor to finally meet him. Would you like to come with me, Angel Arts? Touch fingers with the creator? Actually, I was rather hoping to pull Angel Arts away for a bit to assist me in a small matter. I would be okay with that too. Do you see the booth for the palace over yonder? Yeah, I dropped in on Hunter earlier. Apparently they're the cesspit of bad behavior. Their esports scene is indeed foul and unpleasant, but their primary stock in trade is biking children out of their money with colorful prize games. Serving multiple audiences with unpleasant but highly profitable approaches has granted them considerable strength in this industry, a position of power they freely abuse to the phalanx of lawyers and defend themselves against accusations of encouraging gambling in minors with their scammy prize games.
Shall we?
Tell me, Angel Arts, how would you feel about engaging in some arcade justice with me? You're going to do crimes again, aren't you? If by doing crimes you mean break into their data network and steal corporate intel about their latest secret scheme, then yes, I'm going to do crimes. But I'll bear the burden of naughtiness for the most part. I don't know, I wouldn't mind you getting a little bit naughty with me, Locksley. What I need is someone to play distraction for me while I slip in and liberate the data.
Sounds good to me.
Heck yes, crimes. I can't stay in the palace myself. Never have or will I ever cast there. It tarnishes esports' reputation with their poor sportsmanship. I hoped that after Dekonami vanished, the company would go bankrupt at least, but sadly it's still hanging around. Seeing Locksley take them down a peg would be honestly kind of nice. I can go to the FOD base by myself if you prefer to help him.